which sunscreens are better, Korean sunscreens or European sunscreens? So stay tuned because in today's video, I will break down the key differences between Korean and European sunscreens. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, I'm Danny. I'm a pharmacist specialized in cosmetology and I do skincare product reviews and educational skincare videos here on my YouTube channel. So in case you're interested in that, you're welcome to subscribe, of course, and like the video if you find it helpful by the end of it, of course. In today's video, I want to break down the key differences between Korean sunscreens and European sunscreens. And before I start with that, I just want to mention the new discovery that I have for you guys. This is L&L Skin Compact Mirror that actually shows if you applied your sunscreen evenly. So this is a compact mirror that has a built-in UV camera in it. This is Sunscreen Coverage Reveal UV Magic Mirror by a Japanese company called L&L. So one side has a UV test camera that reveals the sunscreen coverage and the other side has a LED light mirror with 3 brightness modes. So if you're not sure if you applied your sunscreen correctly, like if you covered all the spots, you can benefit by using this device a lot. And one more thing I find this device very helpful with is when removing sunscreen in the evening, you can check if you removed it properly with this device. And first time that I used this magic mirror to check if I removed my sunscreen properly in the evening, I pretty much saw that the sunscreen was still on my face after double cleansing and everything. So I definitely had to change my double cleansing routine ever since I got this little guy. So yeah, in case you want to try this out, I do have a code for you guys. The code is Danny35 and it gives you a 35% discount if you decide to purchase this little guy. I will leave the link in the description box down below, so in case you're interested, you can check it out. Okay, now let's see which sunscreens are better, Korean sunscreens or European sunscreens. Korean sunscreens are famous for their great sensor characteristics. They're lightweight, easily spreadable. Most of them feel as if you're applying just a regular lightweight moisturizer on your face. They're not heavy, not sticky, not greasy. They have amazing sensor characteristics. Plus, Koreans focus on putting actives in their sunscreens. So you will most likely find niacinamide, centella asiatica, hyaluronic acid, and not just high molecular hyaluronic acid, but they include like up to 8 different types of hyaluronic acid in a sunscreen, which is amazing. And you cannot find that in Europe. That's pretty much what it comes down to. They have amazing active ingredients and they have amazing lightweight formulations. And that is what Korean sunscreens focus on. And Korean sunscreens are going to be great if you have a skin concern that you want to treat and you just need some specific active ingredients included in your sunscreen. And this is what you can expect to get from Korean sunscreens. And of course, they do offer high both UVA and UVB protection, but there is a difference to the UV protection that you can expect from European sunscreens. Here's what I mean, I will explain. So the best representative of European sunscreens would be the Roche Posay sunscreens. I think they have the best sunscreens and they are very innovative. Every few years they come up with a new UV filter that they patent. I mean, L'Oreal patents the new UV filter and then only L'Oreal owned companies can include those UV filters in their products. So those would be Vichy, Garnier, La Roche-Posay, and that's pretty much where you will find those flagship UV filters. And when I say flagship UV filters, I mean Mixorals. You have Mixoral XL, Mixoral SX, and now we do have the new UV Immune line, UV Immune 400, that is the Mixoral 400, the hot new UV filter of 2022. And of course, at the moment, only La Roche-Posay sunscreens have this filter included in their sunscreens. And this is a filter that provides protection against the ultra long UVA rays. Now, this is something that you cannot find on the market. This is something that is new and that only this filter can provide. And if you take a look at this picture, you can see that most other UV filters that are on the market at the moment fail to reach this 380 to 400 nanometer gap, and those are the so-called ultra long UVA rays. So European sunscreens, for example, La Roche-Posay sunscreens, do not have many active ingredients. If you take a look at any sunscreen from La Roche-Posay in the UV Immune line, you will see that there are not many actives. They don't focus on that. They focus on high and photostable UVA protection and of course UVB protection as well, but UVA is more important. As you know, I always mention that there are plenty of UVB filters, but not as many UVA filters. Plus, there are more UVA rays than there are UVB rays, so it is very important to get a sunscreen with good UVA protection. And La Roche-Posay knows that. That's what they're targeting. That's what they're focusing on. That's what they're emphasizing when selling their sunscreens. They always emphasize that they have the best and the highest possible achieved UVA protection known today. And that is true. They always come up with a new UV filter and they're one step ahead of their competition on the market. And no, you will not get this kind of protection when getting the Korean sunscreens, which again does not mean that Korean sunscreens are bad, but this is just, comparing apples and oranges, if I can say so. That's the difference. So Korean focus on great sensor characteristics and great actives, and then European sunscreens focus on high and photostable UVA protection. But of course, you can still find some European sunscreens that offer actives, that are targeted for specific skin concerns, and I will mention a few in today's video. Okay, so for example, a great sunscreen for dry skin is by Garnier Anti-Dryness Sunscreen. I already did a review on this one. You can watch the full review here. I'm not going to say much. It's very good and very moisturizing on the skin, and I really loved this sunscreen. Okay, then we have Garnier Anti-Age Sunscreen. Now this one is targeted for, of course, wrinkles and dark spots, because this one has niacinamide phenylethyl resorcinol, the ingredient that shows moderate results in reducing dark spots, and it has hyaluronic acid, so it's going to plump up the fine lines and at the same time, remove dark spots. So this one is great if you are struggling with dark spots, for example. And yes, of course, I have a video review on that one as well, so I don't want to talk too much about this sunscreen. I do have a review right here. Okay, then we have La Roche-Posay Age Correct Sunscreen. Now this one is pretty much the same as the Garnier Anti-Age Sunscreen, and I already made a video in which I explained that I think that Garnier Anti-Age is a dupe for La Roche-Posay Age Correct, because they have pretty much the same active ingredients. La Roche-Posay Age Correct also has niacinamide, phenylethyl resorcinol, and hyaluronic acid. So this one again is targeted for wrinkle reduction and dark spot removal. So there you have it. You can try that one as well. And then another European sunscreen that I want to recommend and that I always recommend is Vichy Dry Touch. I'm not sure what's the full name. I will put it somewhere here, but it's something Ideal Soleil blah blah, something like that. Dry Touch, something like that. But this sunscreen is so mattifying that I could not handle wearing it because I do have dry skin, and I think the only time when I was able to wear it was in the summer when it was like super hot outside. And this sunscreen is amazing because it has oil absorbing ingredients, and this one really mattifies the skin after application. So this is the best thing if you have oily skin and you want something to seriously mattify down the shine. This one is amazing. Of course, I have a review on it. Go watch it if you want more info. I don't want to spend too much time in this video talking about it. And those would be some of my recommendations for the best European sunscreens. Let me know if you want me to make a more detailed video on this. I can make a more detailed video on best European sunscreens in case anyone is interested. And for the end, I just want to share a couple of Korean sunscreens recommendations in case you are into great sensor characteristics and active ingredients. Okay, so the first sunscreen that I would recommend is Gila 8, how is it called? Oh my god, wait. Okay, so the first sunscreen that I would recommend from Korean sunscreens is Gila 8 T3 Cica Extra Calming Sun Cream SPF 50 PA Pro Durable Plus. So this one has niacinamide, tranexamic acid, and it also has Centella asiatica extract. So this one is great if you want to fade dark spots or if you have sensitive skin, because Centella asiatica has a soothing effect on the skin. So there's that. Next Korean sunscreen that I can recommend recommend is Skin 1004 Madagascar Centella Halo Cica Water Fit Sun Serum SPF 50 PA Quadruple Plus. Now this one is great if you have dry skin, and this one as well has niacinamide, Centella asiatica, but it has glycerin and low, medium, and high molecular hyaluronic acid. So this one is great if you need a 2-in-1 moisturizer and a sunscreen. The next sunscreen that I can recommend is Thank You Farmer Sun Project Skin Relief Sun Cream SPF 50 PA Quadruple Plus. Now this one again has niacinamide, it has licorice root. Both are good for fading dark spots and they show skin brightening properties. And then we do have glycerin and Centella asiatica. Centella asiatica is great for, you know, soothing the skin, and glycerin is a great humectant slash moisturizer. So this one again you can use if you want to treat dark spots, for example. The next sunscreen that I can recommend from the Korean market is Beauty of Joseon Sun Relief Rice and Probiotics SPF 50 PA Quadruple Plus. Now this one has niacinamide, glycerin, rice extract, and it has probiotics. This one again is going to be great for treating dark spots because of niacinamide, but then again because of the probiotics and rice extract, it's going to be great for repairing the skin barrier. So if you have sensitive skin, you can use this one as well. And the last Korean sunscreen recommendation that I have for you is the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Watery Sun Gel SPF 50 PA Quadruple Plus. Now this one again has actives like niacinamide, Centella asiatica, ceramide, and P, glycerin, and 8 different types of hyaluronic acid. 8, yes. That's a lot. That's impressive. That's very impressive. So of course, based on the ingredients, we can obviously see that this one is going to be amazing for anyone who has dry skin. But then again, there's also niacinamide, so you know, you can also include it if you're fighting dark spots. But generally, I love this sunscreen and I can pretty much recommend it to all skin types. And there you have it. Those would be the key differences between European sunscreens and Korean sunscreens. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Which ones are your fave? Do you prefer European or Korean sunscreens? I would love to know. And of course, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!